Thank you, Avinash. Here's what's happening in the region. Trinidad and Tobago's Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith says that the intelligence agencies have revealed that there are over 50 shooters linked to various gangs, with most being active in taking out hits on opposing gang members. And this has proven to be the root cause of a significant number of homicides in the country via gang activity, he says. According to the Express, the police commissioner said these individuals walk around with their firearms, knowing that if held, it is usually a simple case of going to court the next day, acquiring bail, and being issued with another firearm to carry out their trade, which involves killing persons in cold blood. In a statement, Griffith said the bail amendment bill was a critical tool to providing both a strong deterrent as well as ensuring that if and when such criminal elements are held, they can remain where they belong. In the last decade, over 75% of homicides were carried out by persons with illegal firearms in Trinidad and Tobago, and most by a select few, the commissioner said. Almost 100 murders across Jamaica in the first 22 days of this month have led to an erosion of much of the gains made in the crime fight since the start of this year. At the beginning of this month, the Jamaica police reported that 548 murders had been committed across the island, a 7% decline from the 590 committed in the corresponding period last year. The Observer reported that preliminary police figures showed that with an average of 4.3 homicides each day for the month up to last Saturday, the murder toll in Jamaica had jumped to 647. With the current trend, June is poised to equal or surpass March as the bloodiest month so far this year. March recorded 134 murders in Jamaica, while May runs a close second with 105. Both figures were higher than those recorded for their respective months in 2018. President Donald Trump is still committed to a pressure campaign to force Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to step aside to make way for opposition leader Juan Guaido, Washington's envoy for Venezuela, said on Tuesday. Reuters reported that the campaign has failed to dislodge Maduro, who has the support of Russia and China, arguing that Maduro's 2018 re-election was illegitimate. Guaido invoked Venezuela's constitution in January to declare himself interim president with backing from the United States and other Western countries. Elliot Abrams, U.S. Special Representative for Venezuela, brushed aside questions over whether Washington had lost interest amid other pressing foreign policy issues, such as tensions with Iran and China trade talks. He also firmly rejected the possibility that Maduro could be part of a unity government in Venezuela. Internationally, Donald Trump has lashed out at what he says is the ignorant and insulting statement released by Iran after the U.S. announced fresh sanctions against the Middle Eastern nation. The tweets came after Iran's President Hassan Rouhani said the move proved the White House was mentally retarded. Mr. Trump said it showed Iran's leaders do not understand reality. The BBC reported that the U.S. president unveiled the sanctions on Monday, saying they were a response to recent aggressive behavior by Iran. The sanctions target a number of individuals, notably Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali, who Mr. Trump said was ultimately responsible for the hostile conduct of the regime. Zimbabwe has banned the use of international currencies such as the U.S. dollar, South African rand, and British pound. The BBC reported that Zimbabwe has not had its own fully fledged currency since 2009, when the authorities abolished the Zimbabwe dollar because of hyperinflation. The ban comes in immediately and has caught locals by surprise. Shops and most businesses will only be allowed to accept the substitute currency. The authorities are believed to have introduced this new measure to curb rampant black market currency trading. The regulation, however, does not affect foreign currency accounts, and airfares and customs duty for some items will still be paid in foreign currency. And that brings us to the end of regional and international headlines. Back to you, Avinash.